reason to do business with people.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, G.I. Operation. He's doing these deliveries and so I go to pick up a delivery. At this Wendy's, and this chick, she goes to school me on how to pick up deliveries. I imagine you, I'm like 800, 900, 1,000 deliveries. No, I'm like close to almost 600 deliveries because I didn't do a lot of them. Up until this year, but I got like, I don't know, maybe 3,500, 4,000 rides or whatever, like Uber rides, and over 1,000 Lyft because I got the jacket. Uber, where's our jackets? Oh wait, you probably want to deactivate all of us again. Since the fact that you're always deactivating us for like the dumbest shit, some weird shit. But anyway, so what's funny, so you know, it's the notes that go through the drive-thru because a lot of these places are still closed for COVID, the dining rooms or whatever. Some of them are like drive-thru only. I'm like, so when I got there, and I do this a lot because time is money, and the quicker, you know, I can get in and out and get it to the customer quicker, I can get that, you know, the money. I mean, that's what I'm here for. The more people I can help, the more money I can make. Noble concept. But anyway, so when I go through like a drive-through, like a Wendy's or a McDonald's, those things should be ready to go. You see it on your ticker, this, that, and the other, but usually when I go, they are. You know, or they're very close to it. But if the drive-thru is packed up, we'll say it's like a gap between people who've already ordered. It's just no different from, it's like going inside the store and just going straight to the pickup line. I just go right past that person and go to the window and get my stuff and I bounce. If you guys are not doing that, you should. But today the girl was like, hey, we gotta call it in. And I'm like, is it ready though? I'm like, you supposed to go? I'm like, look, it's supposed to be ready. I'm not supposed to be waiting. That's what you guys that's what, you know, some of these restaurants and whatnot, I think they miss. We're all partners. I'm a firm believer in that, in partnerships, period, in the world. And that's what we are. We're all partners. You know, so you got a four-way partnership here. You got Uber, who has partnership with partnerships with the restaurants and the customers and the drivers. And then we got the drivers who we become partners of the restaurants and Uber and the customers. And the restaurants are partners with the drivers and the customers and Uber. So it's like a four-way street. And we all got to work together. And I know everybody doesn't understand that. You know, here I am, you know, I understand business and I understand money and I understand time. You know, the equation. Time equals money. So the more time I spend in your place not getting paid, that makes for a sad face. I love it when I could just go in and get my stuff and bounce. It just makes it so much easier, so much smoother, you know. But then they get an attitude, you're like, hey, it should be ready. I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass, but, you know, I understand, you know, sometimes, you know, shit happens. You run out of stuff or this, that, the other, but this is fast food. This stuff should be ready to go. And if you're concerned about perhaps having, you know, it's sitting maybe for a few minutes and getting cold, get your warmer, put it in the warmer. And I'm put it in my bag. And so we can bounce. And the more money we can make, the quicker you can get me out of your line, the quicker you can make more money. That's just the way it is. When I was a waiter at Red Lobster in the early 90s, you know, it was all about table turnover. Yeah, you want people to have a good time, but the more tables you can turn over, the more money you can make. So you didn't rush the people, but you also didn't subscribe to like stay here for like 6 hours and take up a table unless you tip in 6 hours worth of tips. But it's just I don't know if anybody else is having that issue, but that's just, you know, or anybody who subscribes to that theory, because that's what I do, and that's how I make, you know, I'm able to, you know, do 8 deliveries in, you know, 2-3 hours. Definitely in about 2 or so, right? Especially when it's jumping. When it's jumping, it's just like driving. Hey, nah, we ain't stopping at McDonald's on your way home. Nah, How big is your tip? I mean, you're gonna have to show and prove, bro, because when these wheels are not moving, I'm not making money, and that's a fact, Jack. What y'all think about that? You know, I'm not rushing through the city and speeding and doing all those things, but I do like to walk in and be ready for, pick up my order and then bounce. Let's talk about it. What y'all think? Peace. Time's money.